Oh, that's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with WSOE presents Madden Masters here, brought to you by Fleetwood. Play trivia, win money by Respawn and by Yerba Mate, which we've been enjoying and sipping on all day long, giving energy to every pro player and everyone in the room here today. Also joined with a very special interview. You guys see the updated earnings before we jump into it on your screen. Skimbo on top with 8,000. Young Kiv right there with him, 8,000 to his name. Dubby and Problem right behind him with 2,000. However, we have the ultimate prize here. Knick Knack Paddywhack has push-ups on demand against Richard Sherman. That's better than anything on that screen right there.
Way better. I'm baffled because I did think I was going to lose. You know, but
after being down 12-0 especially,
12-0 right? especially, yeah. See, a lot of people, a lot of doubters, they think that all football players are good at Madden because they're on the cover.
Of course. I mean, you know, that's an assumption. But I tell you, you looked pretty good out there, my man. You got a high-level game. You went down with that breakdown with the post-game interview, and you were talking some high-level Madden right there. I'm pretty impressed.
Well, you know, see, I was good at NCAA. So and jamming them up, that was my talent. I knew what I was doing when he just kept biting for the run. He played on the lineman, so I knew I had him when I did the actual throwing replay.
How are you going to gas this guy up like that when you picked Richard Sherman to win in the first place?
Yeah, I was really impressed. And I want to say to Nick, we had Dan saying he should have been here instead of you, and he is the real Madden player. You got a message for him out there?
Dan, if you want to be here, buddy, I'll send you an invite. I'll take you on. I'll beat you like I always did.
It's like that.
I know, he's a good player. He's a good player.
There you go.
Respect
awesome,
given
man.
to Dan. So I got a question. How long have you been playing Madden for? How long have you been gaming on? Are you an Xbox guy, PlayStation guy? What's your background?
I'm an Xbox guy, but I really started getting into Madden, I would say, in 2016. I started learning how to play the defense. At first, I would just throw the ball, and it would always get intercepted. But then when I learned to play the tutorials, to learn how to control the stick, spin, juke, and all that, I got real good at it. You know what I'm saying? Now I just got to know how to do that cheese and blitz that everybody always does. I don't know how to do that.
Bringing that heat. Hey, we got some competitors back there. You're going to link up with Skimbo for a game. Call me when that happens. I want to be there in some fashion.
You're commentating it, my friend. That's
I would love to commentate that game. Give me a ring, my man. Well done today.
I love hearing that too, man. You're giving respect to Skimbo. You've been watching him on YouTube. You're learning. You know, you're obviously a big deal on social media, but you still pay respect to these guys as pro players.
Because they're whatever you're watching them on, they're where it really matters. Instagram is cool, Twitter's cool, but YouTube is what pays.
Absolutely.
They're where I want to be.
That's the
so
move.
I got to pay homage because that's why I'm like I'm pushing my YouTube
next
now.
step.
I should have been doing it, but now I'm doing it now because I'm getting more into the gaming industry.
Can we expect some Madden content, some gameplay?
I'm gonna do Madden. I'm gonna do Fortnite. I'm gonna do Call of Duty. I want to be where everybody's watching.
That's
awesome. How many victories in Fortnite this year?
I haven't never won. I never even got a kill yet. I just know how to hide until it's time to like win.
Well, whatever you do, don't take any tips from Smitty. He's around here somewhere.
He has 2 wins in 2,500 games.
Yeah,
avoid it.
I'll definitely avoid it.
We'll link up. We'll change gamer tags, man. I got a couple thousand. We'll make it happen.
I've seen you.
We'll make it happen, my man. Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you, man.
We're gonna be taking a quick break, guys. When we come back, we're gonna get ready for some action here. Big shout out to Nick on the screen here. As actually looks like we're gonna jump right in to previewing our next matchup. It's Dubby and Problem on screen right now. You see it in our DSC locker room. Dubby and Problem get ready to kick things off here. So these two are currently 0-2, Guru, looking to take home their first win. It's a big one. Of course, close matchup from Problem earlier. Do you think that gives them the upper hand here?
The last thing I want to do today is leave. Yeah, what are you doing? Is leave Las Vegas
sit down.
with no video.
I'm all about it.
I mean, Rich can come sit down and talk some Madden with us if he wants to. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, that is the last thing you want to do with all the bragging rights, with all of the clout at stake, is leave here with 0 wins today.
Yeah, that's for sure. Of course, these guys 0-2, the battle of the defeateds, looking to be at least 1 victory in, take home at least $4,000 more in addition
battle
to the
of
2.
The defeateds, that's savage.
I know, it's a little bit savage. I'm sorry. I got a lot of love for Dubby. You know, I got to meet him last night. Good dude. Problem's a good dude. Picked my Chicago Bears for me. But I got to tell it like it is. And these guys right now 0-2. But you got to pay homage and give respect. 4 of the best players, hands down, in the history of Madden. And they're here competing today. They're putting it all on the line.
I was just over there talking to the Kiva, and we were speaking about how this is a big game. These are 2 prideful individuals, and one of them's going to go 0 for by the end of the day, and we're going to find out by the end of this game. This might not be for the hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I guarantee you these guys aren't used to going over. This is a big one for these two.
Massive matchup. You've seen them play before, Guru, in your eyes. What can we expect? Two kind of old school Madden players, more run game than pass game. What do you think we're going to expect here?
Yeah, and that's the thing. You have two run-heavy guys here between Problem and Dubby. Two old school guys, two guys that have played a lot together. I think we're going to see another back and forth match here, another one for the ages. You know, I'm hoping out there for the community and all our viewers, this is the game of the day.
Well, you see Dubby on screen right now. Well, we had a chance to learn a little bit more about Dubby and what he does outside of Madden. A little bit of an artist. Let's take a look.
My name is Chris McFarland, aka Dubby. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is all about being tough. We grew up idolizing Rocky, and he is the epitome of tough. You can never quit, you can never give up, and that's kind of my play style to life and Madden. We came here to the coffee shop just to draw a little bit, get out of the crazy atmosphere of Vegas. A great place to really use the creative energy in your mind and do some artwork. I'm working on Luke Kuechly drawing. Now, drawing like this probably take me between 20 and 30 hours. Just got to put the finishing touches on this piece right here. 6th grade, middle school was when I first learned I like this, I'm good at it. My favorite drawing is my Malcolm Jenkins piece. It's a drawing of him hitting Brandon Cooks, knocking him out of the Super Bowl. In Philadelphia, we celebrate that type of thing.
Look at the emotion of Dubby, Philadelphia's favorite son.
Never thought I'd be a professional Madden player, but my success in the tournaments the last few years really propelled that into something I can build as a career. We're here in Vegas to compete for a pool of $30,000, but more importantly, I need to beat some of the other best Madden players in the world. Philadelphia is all about trash talk. If you weren't talking trash, you were losing. There's always a way to get in the opponent's head and really get them starting to think about things other than the actual game of Madden. If you watch me play Madden football, the first thing we're going to do is get physical and punch somebody in the mouth the first play of the game.
Huge defensive play there by Dubby, and look at the emotion.
Skimbo's probably my best friend I've met through Madden. It's probably the person I want to beat the most just because I have to hear him talk all the time. So you never want to lose to the person you have to hear every single day.
Throws, and he drops it. Get on the field. And Dubby will take over on downs.
Winning this tournament will be another accolade in my collection and just another example of why I'm one of the best players in the world.
The passion and the personality from this man on your screen is unlike anything I have seen in esports. Dubby coming from Philadelphia, and boy, that Philadelphia personality shines, doesn't it?
One word I think about when I think of Dubby, and you've said it a few times today, charisma. The guy has got it in spades out there. If you don't know Dubby, you spend 5 minutes with Dubby, and he's going to be your best friend. He's one of those types of guys.
Yeah, of course, Dubby and Problem have faced each other before. These two have been going at it for the better part of 8 to 10 years. Problem, the most storied player in Madden history. Dubby, pretty close behind him, started competing in Madden 08-09 era, and since then, boy, have they competed since MCS has become a thing. Here we go, a Madden 17 Bowl. In the finals, they actually faced each other, Dubby against Problem in this one. Of course, Dubby got the better of him in that, but a close matchup it was.
This was the backwards fitted hat matchup. Ended up backwards that one.
Battle of the backwards fitted.
That's it, man.
Honestly, this game right here that you're seeing, these guys have played 3 times, but this one, you see that crowd right there. This was the finals of the Madden Ball of Madden 17. This is what Dubby won his first belt. And this game right here, this was a $30,000 game of John Madden football. Both of these guys at the time guaranteed themselves $45,000, and Dubby walked away with $75,000 after the win in that big Madden Ball victory. But Problem would get his revenge eventually.
Yep, Madden 18 Ultimate Challenge. Problem bounces back, playing as the San Diego Chargers, not the Los Angeles Chargers. Of course, he got his revenge against Dubby. A close matchup and a close rivalry between these two that's gone back-to-back and head-to-head for quite some time now. I'm excited for yet another one here. Big interception picked up from Dub himself, but it wasn't going to be enough. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was actually from Problem.
Yeah, that was from Problem. And Problem won 2 games, but the 2 wins that he got was in the Ultimate League regular season. So those weren't big money wins. I guarantee you Problem would have traded both of those wins to get back that $30,000 win that Dubby had against them to get that belt. And remember, Problem has been in the position to get that belt 4 times and has yet to been able to get over that hump, and Dubby plays a big factor in that.
Yep, you see Madden 17 Bowl final stats here, 1-0, 24-17, so it was a close one, that's for sure. But man, again, 2 tenured players. If you've been a fan of Madden or been maybe watching here and there for the past 10 years, you've seen this guy Problem on the Madden Bus, Madden Nation back in the day, competing ever since Madden 06. He's been doing it. He's been on top. He's still on top. Meanwhile, Dubby does have a belt and does have a championship to his name, something that Problem can't say he has as of the past few years. So in this one, they'll be going back and head-to-head again. They're tied 1-1, I believe, all time from what we saw in those 2 matchups. Gentlemen, I got to ask you for your predictions.
You know, I'm gonna roll with Problem on this one. He's been looking really good today. You know, he's got that ground game locked, and his defense has been focused. So I think he's gonna take the dub versus dub today.
Right, Guru calls a Problem victory. You think Dubby's gonna go 0-3? Does it have it in him to go 0-3, RG?
This is a tough one, but you know what? I've known Problem for a long time. He is not the type of guy to go 0-for. It's going to be a close matchup, but I'm going with Problem in this one. I hate to say it, but I think Dubby is the one to go 0-for. This is the battle of the 0-fors. This is a big game between these two.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Dubby loves all the negative attention. He thrives under that negative attention. He thrives under pressure. He's hoping to prove otherwise as he goes up against a Titan in Problem in a battle of 0-2 currently. One player will walk away with another $4,000. It looks like the action is ready to go here. I'm ready with kickoff. We got Dubby. We got Problem. Battle of the defeated. Take it away, gentlemen.
What teams are we using here, G?
And what they went, this is a unique thing right now. You got Dubby is using the Madden Legends team and Problem using the Madden Elites. So this is like you're almost playing Madden Ultimate Team in an offline play now game.
So we were talking about that Ultimate Team and all of the 99s running around the field. Here you have that version in head-to-head right now with all these guys at the top of their game. Some amazing ratings out there. We talked about weaknesses and holes in defenses in head-to-head. There aren't too many in this matchup. As you can see, Bruce Smith, Deion Sanders, Reggie White, all of the greats out to shine under the stars tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty much Dubby's team's going to be an all-legend team with all those guys that Guru talked about and more. And Problem, he's pretty much got the ultimate Pro Bowl team of current NFL superstars, a mix of AFC and NFC players. This is a funny matchup. You got to imagine that they agreed to this right before the game.
Not only do we have a clash of the Titans on the desk behind us, G, but all of the Titans have come out for the gridiron as well.
You know what? This might be the first competitive game on record used with the Legends and the Elites.
I've never seen it before.
We got it done right before the end of the season. I've never seen this. I'm curious to see how it plays out.
Great way to close out the season, and as one of our last games today, you can see guys like Russell Wilson, Todd Gurley, Rob Gronkowski, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, and Antonio Brown on the field right now for Problem.
I got to ask the chat. If you're in the chat, if you're playing in this game, what team do you want? Do you want the Legends, or are you going to go with the Elites? What are you doing, Goo?
I mean, I'm an old school football head. I love the Legends. Also coming from Ultimate Team, seeing guys out there in the old school uniforms, some of those old school face masks out there, some of that old school equipment really gets me nostalgic. Of course, being a kid from Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, love those Legends.
And the chat agrees with you. They're saying it's not even close. Everybody is spamming the Legends. So it looks like Dubby made out with a bandit. He got the favorite team. Problem playing with the Elites. But yeah, the chat is all about the Legend team right now.
Don't sleep on the Elites. You have some of the guys at top of their game right there. They're not just plucking these guys out of head-to-head. These ratings on these players on the Elite team are juiced.
Oh, good play by Prob.
DeAndre Hopkins comes down with a great catch and a little spin move there to advance the ball to the 31-yard line. Russell Wilson able to evade the pressure, get out of the pocket, and throw a laser.
They're still in the chat screaming about how the Legends team is just better than the Elites team. But right now, I mean, how can you be that much better than the elites? I see Todd Gurley, Rob Gronkowski, Julio Jones, Hopkins. I mean, he's got goons.
Look at Deion Sanders coming up and making the tackle from the safety position back there. Looks like Dubby put Deion back at safety. Interesting move. We got Dawkins up at the linebacker position. Dangerous.
Dubby getting to use Brian Dawkins. You want to talk about putting the battery in somebody's back.
Weapon X.
Oh, man.
Could be a force to be reckoned with here at that Dubby user in the middle of the field.
This has been a great event, Goo. Just players making good money, building their brands, building the sport, having a good time, doing something new. Like I said, I've been around competitive Madden for over a decade. I've never seen anything like what the WSOE is putting on here today, and it's just an honor to be a part of it.
Beyond thankful for the invite, and what a show today. Like you said, this is just some icing on the great WSOE cake that we've eaten all day today. I love this. As being an ultimate team guy, being a MUT draft guy, being a salary cap guy, love seeing these big names, these legends out on the field right now.
You know what? You see problem taking three right here. I want to ask the chat something else. If there was another one of these events, who are 4 other players that you guys would like to see in a Madden Masters competition? Let me see what four guys, besides the guys we got here, that you guys would like to see play in a similar style of competition, because the possibilities with this type of format are just endless, Goo.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, the setup today, and it's just so cool to see the mold broken for this kind of event to come out here, and it's just so much fun. Fun is the only word that I can think of right now. Everybody in the house has a smile on their face. It's been a great day of Madden football here at the Rio, and I'm just couldn't be happy to be here.
Seeing some of these guys, a lot of people asking for Clef, a little joke out there, some Pavin, some Strafin.
Some Drini, some Clef, some Goss.
Mo's a good one. That's good. I love interacting with the chat. We never use it. You don't get to do that on all the broadcasts, but whenever you're on a broadcast, and shout out to our producer Mike. He says, go out and have some fun with them. It's really cool interacting with you guys. Thank you for showing up and having a good time with us here at the WSOE Madden Masters event here at the Rio.
Look at this lineup, bro. Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders.
Who's that in the slot?
Is that Marino over there? Moss possibly on the right.
Moss in the slot. Yeah. Moss and Owens.
Savage.
But it's Marino. Is Marino going to be a sitting duck back there?
Look at that dot,
what
bro.
A dot by Dub.
Yeah, when you have got the biggest cannon to ever grace the NFL, like Dan Marino did, you don't need to evacuate the pocket. You can hold strong and with the quickest release of all time, hit your guy like that. Shannon Sharp in the tight end position, throwing down a block right there.
Oh, no!
Tipped up. Fortunately, no elites around to pick it off. Dubby retains possession here. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Still on his side of the field, but almost into enemy territory. Marino dropping back like, oh man, takes a big hit from Khalil Mack.
Cheat him.
3rd and forever.
Forever.
Does the chat know what movie that is?
No.
If they don't know what that movie is,
yeah, don't even get me going. When you talk to these millennials and the new generation, they haven't seen a lot of these good films. The Sandlot, The Mighty Ducks, The Angels in the Outfield. It's really aggravating.
Go get yourself, it's unbelievable. Get yourself some Rookie of the Year. Get yourself some Sandlot. Rookie of the Year.
It should be It should be mandatory. These are good films, when this new generation hasn't seen them, and I don't like it.
Required learning in our school system. I say that's the solution.
The Sandlot is a must. Yeah, you see people in the chat, they know what time it is with the Sandlot.
Gun. Marino calling the plays back there. One Barry Sanders in the backfield with him. Shannon Sharp as well. T.O. Moss. Jerry Rice.
Marino goes bowling, man.
Defense able to get to him again. Takes him down. Looks like J.J. Watt with penetration and sack back on the 40.
No gunslinger, I told you.
Wow.
That was my fault. I had a bad pocket.
Turnover on
not even
downs. 3-0.
You're going
We
to
are
see,
locked up
a
here in the
Bosa
first
this year
quarter
on the
of
Niners, too. That ain't even him.
one of our last matches of the day,
Big
second
bro.
to last match of the day.
Ooh,
Hands it
Brian.
off to Todd Gurley, but Brian Urlacher there for the big stop in the backfield. 2nd and 11.
My guy verified in the chat. He's calling this the Battle of the Baldies.
Okay,
I ain't
I
giving
like
no time
it.
right there
I
to pick
like
my
it.
play.
Someone's asked me,
You ain't
One-Eye
gonna my
Willie,
pick.
what's that from, RG?
I wanna
The
run
Goonies.
that.
I don't know which one around I
What
wanted.
you dealing with,
Two
bro?
tight ends or
Wrong
strip?
desk. Wrong desk to challenge on those
Hey, you
movies.
Oh,
guys.
my man Marino said.
Who do you think you're dealing with?
Don't make me get up and do a truffle shuffle for you, because I will. I will.
Problem in complete control right here. 'Cause this is the problem. You can't get me on the
shed me to
movie
death.
rants, because then I missed the end of the first quarter.
Guys, we're into the second quarter here. We are locked in a tight win, 3-0 with Problem up with the Elites right now over the Legends. Problem with possession of the ball here. Russell Wilson at the helm, Todd Gurley in the backfield. Guys like Hopkins, Jones, Brown split out to the right.
These dudes
Russell,
are
very
good defense
elusive,
from
but
Dub.
great defense, like you say, by Dub right there. Yo, Wilson, a slight QB, but has got the agility to move through the tackles, to break it outside and make a big throw.
Big 3rd and 16 for Dubby. Look at him lurking with that Brian Dawkins. It's got to be his favorite player all time.
glitch them.
Oh, Dubby's trying. Problem's trying Dawkins, and Dubby is there.
Wow, Russell Wilson with that cannon arm like we talked about. A little bit of an overthrow right there. Too much.
Didn't even give me a chance to
Brian
aggressive catch,
Dawkins,
though.
weapon, axe
I
coming
thought it was
down
dumb at the last
eye.
second because I was like, I can't use
That
one.
was a big play for Dubby Goo. He looks locked in right now. That might have been the momentum boost that he needed to get back in this ball game, prevent himself from going 0 for 3.
Cement Shoes Marino trying to break it to the outside. Dubby forgot who he had at quarterback there for a minute. We'll see if he can hang in the pocket and throw some more lasers with one Dan Marino.
Remember, the winner of this game, Goo, is going to end the Madden Masters events with $6,000 that they get to take home, while the loser is going to walk away with $3,000. And again, walking away with $3,000 for not getting a single win, it's not a bad day at the office.
So, G, got a question for you, my friend. We've got one Jerry Rice on the field. Is there any mention of GOAT still in the name, talking to a Tom Brady guy?
No, Tom Brady's the GOAT.
The GOAT now, right?
It's not
He
even
officially has taken the torch.
It's not
correct?
even a discussion, right?
Yeah, see, I think I'm asking the wrong person.
It's not even a discussion.
I don't think this is
It's not
fair.
you're not asking the wrong person. Anybody that's a logical football fan will tell you it's not even a discussion. We should ask Sherman when he was here. He told you.
that's true. Absolutely.
It's not even a discussion, Goat. He's a 6-time.
The 6-time, not the 2-time.
Not that baby
The
2-time
6-time.
stuff. 6-time.
He's moved over to the second hand of rings. So, I mean, you know, pretty big
It's
deal.
not even a conversation.
Sharp out there goes up and gets the ball. Shannon Sharp, one of those guys that does well in all phases of the game. The guy can block. The guy has the speed to get downfield. Some great hands. A physical specimen. Shannon Sharp at tight end for the Legends. 47-yard line. Dan looking to do some more work. Kicks it out to the right side to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders coughs up the ball. Very surprising. Ripped it out there after a couple moves. Bobby Wags, kid, making the play.
That's the problem. You got Barry Sanders. You're like, oh, how's he going to cough the ball? Well, it's 99 overall.
Barry
Bobby
Sanders.
Wagner.
Best running back ever. Here you go.
Get in there and
Who,
making the
Frank
play.
Gore?
Bobby Wagner is one of the most popular middle linebackers in all of Ultimate
Ask him,
Team. He's got the
Madden,
mix
run.
of size, speed, zone coverage, do just about everything on the field. It's funny, we were just talking about Shannon Sharp, good in all aspects of the game. B-Wags, very much the same.
And you can see both of these players struggling on offense. When you go up against a deep, even though you got your Randy Mosses or your Julio Jones or your Todd Gurley's or your Barry Sanders, it's tough when you go up against these real deal defenses that have elite pass rush, elite secondaries, and elite linebackers. They're going to be able to force turnovers. And you see Dubby locking up on Problem now.
I think LT finally making an appearance on the side of the Legends there. Lawrence Taylor, one of the most dynamic and feared defenders to ever play football, finally making his presence known. Talk about prolific halfbacks, Todd Gurley, and doing everything the guy can catch as well out there in the flat, down to the 49-yard line, but we've got a 4th and 11 here for Problem.
Problem's going for this, but I would even think about punting. My defense is playing so well. I don't even want to think about giving him the short field. I don't know.
Dubby back there with Dawkins dropping back into coverage. Has got him covered up. There's the,
Wow.
cut off of that by Antonio Brown. Able to go up and get the ball. Taking the hit from one Brian Dawkins and still able to hang on to the ball.
You don't even know an aggressive.
First and 10.
No problem. Gets a kick out of that one. Dubby, that was that senior citizen stick work right there on that play. Just couldn't break on it like he used to.
Looks like Lawrence Taylor, or we also got, not Lawrence Taylor, Ronnie Lott and Steve Atwater also out on the field for the Legends back there. Again, we talk about that wood and the bat roaming around the secondary there. Got to cover the ball in all instances here. So many dangerous hitters in the secondary. Looks like Ray Lewis out there under user control coming up to make the stick and stop.
Problem with a little throwback to Madden 16, a fullback dive to Gronkowski.
There's going to be some fight out
Fullback GT Gronkowski, fullback dive. Still get nightmares.
All my Madden junkies know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's Ronnie Lott playing that slot cornerback position on the left there. We got Urlacher and Ray Lewis at linebacker position. Russell Wilson back there taking his time, being patient, hitting Julio Jones for a small gain, 3rd and 7 on the 26-yard line. Winding down on the first half of the Elites versus the Legends. Problem, the Elite, Dubby, the Legend, mirroring the teams on the field. Yeah, Russell Wilson with plenty of time back there.
Good read, good pocket. Oh, he might have, I don't know if he picked up the first.
Gronk making a tough catch. He did pick up the first on the 19-yard line, gave it to him there. I think the arm brace just got over the line.
I'll tell you what, us Patriots fans, man, we're going to be missing that guy next year, man.
Who's Brady's security blanket now?
We got Ben Watson back.
Oh, there you go. He's old school, man.
He's just like 40 years old.
That's all. Other than that, you know he's a Brown, right?
Ben Watson?
Yeah, we had Watson on the Browns for a little while. Did most of his work on the Saints back in the day.
He did work for the Patriots. He was good with the Patriots when he was younger. But, you know, he's been in the league forever. Yeah, I feel like he was a rookie in 06. That's like all the way back in 2005.
Yeah, NFL staple is going to be a good veteran move out there for Brady on the field.
14-year career is problem is really slowing the game down, and he would love to get a touchdown here and make this 2-possession ball game, but Dubby staying stingy, uses his last time out.
You know, we really talked about those holes in the defense and the head-to-head matchups. Again, we see this low-scoring match. There's just the quality of player out on the field, the quality of guy controlling the sticks right now. Not many mistakes being made out there. Low-scoring affair between the Elites and the Legends. Ezekiel Elliott has made his appearance on the field, going out there to the flat to try and pass, but defense gets penetration, and Russell Wilson hits the turf. 23-yard line, that clock is just a ticking away right now, about to close out this second half, but I think Problem's got some plans here for a field goal.
Yeah, he's just going to kick the field goal with no time left. For him, hopefully go into the second half up 6-0. And if you're Dubby, that's plenty manageable for you to get back in the ball game, especially with the Legends at your disposal.
Only takes one toss to Moss. You know what I'm saying? These guys got so much talent on the field, so many ratings on the field right now. And then again, like I said, 2 of the best Madden competitors to ever do it, in control of some of the best players the NFL has ever seen. Yeah, again, guys, we are here at the Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada, for WSOE's Madden Masters. This is our second to last game for the day. We're hitting halftime here. What do you think about this matchup so far, G?
It's been great. Like I said, you had both of these opponents, as we go into the second half, they both came in with 0 wins. The battle to see who will actually have a win at the end of the day. And then our next game, you got 2 competitors that are 2-0 to see who's going to be the one to go undefeated. So we're definitely going to have an undefeated player, and we're definitely going to have a winless player. Question is, who's it going to be?
Love it. We've got Fallout. I know his name because of the back of the jersey he's wearing right now in the locker room with Problem.
Thanks so much, guys. Here and improved with the new custom-made jersey. I got to show us off. No disrespect to you, but I got to show us off real quick. Custom-made football jersey. What are your thoughts on this guy?
That's sick. That's sick. I like it.
You got a football, I got a jerseys. I think it's a good trade.
Yeah, that football is, like I said, the best custom football I've seen. So
It's dope. Awesome stuff, man. That football, of course, is on the line here today. But let's jump into it, man. We got some old school gridiron football. 6-0, you're up. Talk about this game so far.
I like low-scoring games, so I'm a fan of that. I have to play better offensive. It's tough though. Like Lawrence Taylor is going crazy, Bruce Smith going crazy. So, I'm just trying to make the best of it with what we got.
That's what you get when you get the Legends versus Elite. What was the decision there? You guys talk about it, or what, break that down? Why did that happen?
Yeah, he kind of hustled me into him getting the Legends. Like I said, which one you want, and I told him I didn't really know like who the rosters were. He said, "Oh, I guess I'll take the Legends," and he popped up, and I'm seeing Moss and Dion, 99 speed. So we did make an agreement. He couldn't use a certain quarterback, so it evened out a little bit.
He's always hustling, man. I feel like. Talk about the matchup against Dubby. You've been playing against him for a long time. 2 old school players. It's great to see you guys battling here. What's your relationship with Dubby like?
A rival in the game, friend outside the game. Good guy. So we get out there. We both want to win the game because I know there's going to be some trash talking for the loser. So no, I got to finish the job up 6. I was up in my last game against Skimbo and just laid down in the clutch. So hopefully I can get this one.
You like to hear if you're a Problem fan. Show some love in the chat for this man, Problem, the legend himself. That's going to be it for us, guys. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we got a second half ready to go. Can he close it out, or will Dubby be able to fight right back?
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
on. We come.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Madden Masters presented by WSOE, where we have had Skimbo, Young Kiv, Dubby, and Problem duking it out all day long for their share of a mega prize pool. $5,000 per match, $4,000 for the winner, $1,000 for the loser. And this is where we currently stand. Skimbo and Young Kiv undefeated with $8,000. Dubby and Problem right behind them with $2,000 apiece. They're, of course, in a heated match, 6-0. Problem currently has the lead. But boy, what a day of action it has been.
It looks like Skimbo is leading the board on who I'm going to go and hang out with tonight. So that's good. Kiv is in the running, though, still. So big matchup coming up here soon.
And we see on screen right now these two hanging out in the lounge. They're friendly right now. But, man, we know that is the match that they are waiting for, that we're waiting for, that everybody here is ready for. The battle of the two undefeated players. We got Young Kiv, we got Skimbo, both looking so strong today.
Yeah, and this worked out perfectly. The fact that we come in, and then the last two games, like we talked about, you got the two guys that are 0-1 seeking their first win, and then we're going to close out with two guys that are trying to finish off undefeated. You couldn't finish better than that.
Well, looks like, and there's a quick heads up and an update for you guys in the chat. They actually got started in the second half, so 7-6 is the score right now. Let's go ahead and throw it to our casters. Break it down, guys.
Super excited about this one. First of all, sun's out, guns out in Vegas over here from our guy Fallout. Wow. Easy, ladies. Keep it down in the chat there. They're going crazy in the chat. I'd like to get one of these jerseys myself, but like I just told Fallout, I don't wear medium, so maybe they got a bigger one in the back here for us. But hey, good-looking jersey, man, and great interviews all day over there, Fallout. Absolutely killing it, making us look great today. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, guys, let's check the action right now. 3rd and 15 already. Problem with a big deficit to overcome here. 3rd and forever. Russell Wilson throwing it right out of bounds deep there. Gets all the way. He's back at the 20 still, but that could have been a nice gain. Sailed just out of bounds with Deion Sanders in coverage, and we're going to see Problem punt it away.
How about Dubby? You take the bright lights off of him for 2 seconds, and then he puts up a touchdown before we even have a chance to see it.
That's how he works. That's how he works, G.
What a little sneaky move right there from the Dubson.
What he needed coming out of that halftime now. He is now in control of those legends out there, leaning forward, locked in, looking to be physical here with Barry Sanders in the backfield. Play action. Dan Marino dropping back with that cannon arm.
Good dot.
Dot to one. Terrell Owens. T.O. Hall of Famer, inducted in the Hall of Fame last year. One of the best receivers to ever play the game.
Look at Dubby. He's starting to settle in. Throws a crispy comeback route. Almost gets the wheel popping right there. And
would Brady have come down with that pass?
No, you know Brady don't catch.
we did see that on example, but we did get that Philly special into Madden 20. Is that right?
You know what makes me sick is the guy's the nicest guy in the world. Anthony White, big shout out to the design team and the development team back in Orlando at Tiburon, working very hard on Madden 20. But I literally have to sit next to the guy that's designing and creating Philly special as it's happening. And as a Patriots fan, it was disgusting.
Just like, I'm going to go on lunch.
But it's for the good of the game, though. You got to be humble, and you got to, whatever's best for the game. So can't be too mad at it, but
Marino dropping way back and able to get out to Jerry Rice, just short of the first down marker. 2nd and 2 from the 38-yard line. We are ticking away here in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Dubby looking to put some more points on the board here, but Problem, like you said earlier, he'll take this low-scoring game. It definitely reads better into his hand, into his play style.
Big sack right there from Problem. And you got some people that are just joining us in the chat. They're asking, what's the records? Well, you got both of these players, Dubby and Problem, both 0-2 right now, going into this matchup to see who's going to secure their first win. And then our last matchup of the day has Skimbo versus Kiv, both of them going into that game with 2-0 undefeated records.
There's Shannon Sharp for a nice little catch out there in the flat, and he gets it up and out to the 38-yard line, but it is 4th and 2 for Dubby. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's got the field goal unit on the field.
It's the legend kicker. Is that Morton Anderson?
Oh, Mort can hit that one all day long. I love the player model, G. Love it.
The old school face mask.
Where's the single bar when you need it? That was amazing. Kickoff by the legends here. That goes through the uprights. Is that Adrian Peterson or Pat Pete in the end zone ready to take it back there? Don't give it to him. Dangerous return, man. Just this whole setup, man. Unbelievable here with the E-Star stage in the Rio. What a backdrop for the whole day there. We've got stars on stars, like you said, between professional poker players, professional NFL players coming through today. Pretty awesome. What a hit right there on Gurley, but Gurley able to hold on to the ball. Physicality, the name of Dubby's game today. All right, guys, 2nd and 10 for problem here with the elites coming up to the line of scrimmage. 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson gets the snap. Steps up. What a step up in the pocket and fire.
It's a good play from Problem. I mean, this is a big game. And Problem only down 4 points. Like I said, both trying to avoid going winless here at the first ever Madden Masters event. And don't forget, this is a $3,000 game of John Madden football. Winner gets 4, loser gets 1, $3,000 difference. And if you think you're sweating when you're playing your brother or your cousin or your friend at home on the couch, throw an extra 3 G's on that game and see what it does to your life. You want to spice things up on a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Play a little $5,000 game of Madden.
A little sweaty.
That'll put a little
Sunday sweaty.
They'll put a little action in your life.
Here we go, Todd Gurley in the backfield here. Russell Wilson dropping back, rolling out right a little bit, still in the pocket. Is that DeAndre Hopkins coming down with the big catch on the sideline right there? That man is an acrobat.
Here comes Problem. And you talk about, it being sweaty and playing for big money. If there's one person that has more experience than anybody in the world when it comes to playing big money games of Madden, it's Problem right as we go into this 4th quarter.
That's what we look at these situations they get into, and you talk about these veteran Madden players. There has not been too many situations that they haven't been in before, G.
Yeah, these guys have seen and done it all pretty much. Oh, there goes Problem, and he messed up.
Oh, my Lord, Russell Wilson sails over Julio Jones' head in the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. That could have been a game changer. Brown, Jones, Hopkins split out to the left. We got Gurley heading out to the back, out for a pass out of the backfield. Nothing doing. Russell Wilson, though, squeezes out a few yards before hitting the turf. 3rd and 4 on the 25-yard line right now. Problem on the drive with the elites.
This is likely 4-down territory for Problem, Goo.
Look at the time right there, G.
Nowhere to go.
Oh, except for Todd Gurley for a first down right there. It's getting out of coverage at the last second, but going right into the arms of one Brian Dawkins for the stop.
Problem fortunate that Gurley held on to that one. You don't see that often, but he'll take it as he continues on this drive. Needs a touchdown.
18-yard line, red zone action here in our second to last.
Bad stick
game.
by Dubby. Oh,
hit stick.
What's going on?
Who has the ball? Can't even figure it out right now. Oh, my Lord. Gronkowski ends up coming down with it.
Was that physical enough for you, Dubby?
Oh, my Lord. How many times did that ball change possession before it ended up in the hands of the elites and Problem?
Gee, what was going on? The bad stick work by Dubby, then the fumble, the ball's all over the place. Gronk picks it up, pops up awkwardly.
Oh, look who it is again there in the fullback position. One Gronk, but Ray Lewis in for the big stop. 2nd and goal, still from the 2-yard line here. Problem. Down 6-10, has to put some points on the board here in the 4th quarter. Time's a tick, and we got about 3 minutes left in the 4th, actually 3:30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. I formation coming out, Ezekiel Elliott, and one Juszczyk in at fullback. Fullback laying down the big block there, but Brian Urlacher getting major penetration and able to bring down Zeke.
I mean, if you're W and you're wearing a physicality shirt, This is the time to get physical, and so far so good for him. Can he hold the door here for two downs? This is what we call in competitive Madden a hold the door situation for all my Game of Thrones fans out there. You got to get your Hodor on.
Todd Gurley in the backfield, little misdirection play, wide receiver
Hodor.
end around, and the Legends hold the door. 4th and goal.
Hodor. Is he a full-on Hodor, or is it that fake Hodor?
Hold the door. 4th and goal, 4-yard line. A little more space to work here for the Legends and Dubby.
Problem looking to get in right here. Does Dubby hold the door? Problem looking for the win.
High point catch, touchdown. Elites and Problem. Dab on him, Problem.
And there he goes, the dab, the celebration. Oh, here comes Dubby with the block. Can he tie the game?
All three phases, man.
Offense, defense, special teams. Dubby chirping all 3 phases of the game.
Yeah.
Can't forget about special teams.
No.
B.
Oh,
I got
he's
your 10
chirping
You
that
didn't wait any
Problem, and
field goal. You
that's
didn't wait.
exactly
Just
what
right
he
away.
said. All 3 phases of the
All 3
game.
phases. You got to stay on your toes at all times at this level of Madden.
You got to stay on your toes at all times in this level of Madden.
This game has the chat going
man.
absolutely bonkers right now,
Who's
guys.
going to do it, Chad? Who's going to get the win? Is it Problem with Dubby? Let me know. Who's going to walk away over?
1st and 10 for the Dubster here on the 25-yard line. Dan Marino in the shotgun. All kinds of adjustments here from Dubby before the snap. Marino drops back. He's got some time. Puts up a big one and sails out of bounds.
I almost forgot, Drew. You can't call Problem's last game without giving a shout out to his wife, Miss B, at home, and his son, EJ. You know they're probably at home watching.
Biggest fans, Problem's biggest fans rooting for him at home.
Such awesome people. A lot of love for B and baby EJ. Shout out to y'all if you're at home watching, supporting on Eric.
Looks like Deion Jones back in coverage there. Peeled off of the coverage. Great timing throw right there after Deion Jones peeled off of coverage. Great patience by Dubby.
There goes Dubby. This is getting tense. Who's going to get the extra 3 racks? Who's going to walk away with 4? Who's going to walk away with 1? Who's going to walk away with 1 win? Who's going to walk away with none?
I love it. They're not even typing whether they like Dubby or Problem to win the game. We're just full of Dubby and Problem head emotes right now in the chat.
I love
so
it.
great to see, guys. Keep letting us know in chat who you think is going to take this matchup right now. 2-minute warning, 49-yard line. Dubby still on his side of the field right now. Marino drops back. Sharp gets a little dump off. Is able to break a few tackles. Able to break a few more and spin back to the inside to the 41-yard line. 1 minute, 50 seconds left as the time continues to tick.
This is an interesting situation, too, Gu, because you got 2 maestros, masters of managing the clock. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Does Dubby try to kick a last-second field goal? When does Problem start using some of those timeouts?
We have a full board of timeouts with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Both competitors, 3 timeouts at their disposal. Like you said, both of these guys masters at using the clock. We've seen it before. We're seeing it again right here. We've got one Terrell Davis now in the backfield with for some fresh legs. See if he goes to him here. Timeout as he lets the play clock run all the way down. There's the first timeout off the board for the Legends and Dubby on the 41-yard line. Chat continues to be flooded with Problem and Dubby emotes, needed emotes, movement emotes. Pretty split right now in the chat. We are pretty split here at the desk as well. This could go any way.
Oh, hold on.
Wow, great defensive play there. Terrell Davis, like we said, came into the game, not able to get to the outside. 3rd and 1 now from the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, if Dubby doesn't pick up this first down, things are going to get interesting.
He has got to get this first. Barry Sanders in the backfield has already coughed up the ball once today. Play action pass inbound here. Wow, what a dot!
Oh, man, that's reminiscent of the Madden ball back in Madden 17 when Dubby finds Ed McCaffrey in a clutch situation against the cover 2. Goes back to it when he absolutely needs it. And it looks like he's going to be in a situation where he'll have a chance to win this game on a pressure kick, Go.
Unbelievable hit stick as well there from Problem. The former GOAT, Jerry Rice, able to come down and hold on to the ball right there. You've got Terrell Davis still in the backfield, Rice out left. Gonzo now in the game at tight end. It's a heavy package there with Sharp, Gonzo in the game. Winslow on the left side, 3 tight ends on the field right now. Davis up the middle for nothing here. 20 seconds on the clock. 15-yard line. Special teams going in there. Dubby's bringing out the field goal unit.
No problem. Gonna try to ice the kicker.
I learned anything about real football, man. We got
This is a field goal for the win.
How ironic would it be if Dubby's talking all these 3 phases of the game, special teams, and then he somehow botched this field goal somehow? You better be careful if you're Dubby. You'll never hear the end of this one.
Another little handoff there to Davis just to milk some clock, get a little bit closer to field goal range there. And we are down to 3 seconds before the timeout comes into the game here. And we've got a game-winning field goal on tap and inbound.
That would be glitchy.
Timeout on the field here again.
Goes Dubby.
31-yard kick for the Legends here. Light work from Morton here. Let's see if he can pull it off.
It's the ice kick. Let's see, all 3 phases of the game, Dubby. Walk it like you talk it.
Yes! Oh.
Wow,
Flag
Dubby
on
gets
the
it.
play, but it is up and it is down.
That's gonna be the ball game. Dubby squeaks it out. Ruins my perfect pick
Bro,
record.
I was gonna say, I'll tell you one thing I'm not very good at, I've learned today, and that's picking competitive Madden games right here. Again, picking problem. Dubby pulling it out the victory as time expires. GG's in the chat, guys. Great matchup, great camaraderie, great respect between these 2 competitors. Yeah, that was the game delivered that we wanted to get. 13-12 comes down to the last second to decide it. That is the instant classic we were hoping for between these 2 guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. GG's all around. You know, problem, he came into this, he's been playing a lot of other games on stream, probably didn't have as much time to prepare as he wanted to, still put on a good performance. But, man, if you thought Dubby was not letting you live down that game from 2 years ago, now you got a whole nother thing you got to deal with your problem, but he'll be fine.
That's right. We've got fallout over in the locker room. Let's kick it over.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And I'm here with Dubby after an unbelievable comeback and win. And Dubby, I want you to walk me through it. We actually missed the first touchdown you scored right at the beginning of the half. What happened there?
I mean, when you're so high-powered that sometimes the stream even misses your offensive touchdowns. You know, so it was just, I went up top. He was mixing up his coverage. Problem is, the best defensive player that man has ever seen, you know, so he's always going to be tough on the defensive side of the ball. And we were playing with the Legends team, so I did have Randy Moss out there. Made it a little easier. If you guys watched it earlier, Alshon Jeffrey was letting me down on the deep passes. But once you plug in Moss there, it makes it a lot easier.
Switching up the team made all the difference for you. Do you think, obviously, if you could rewrite some of these other matches, do you think we'd have a different story here?
Anytime you play at this level, you go back and forth. And some games, it's crazy how one little play can change games of this magnitude. I mean, sometimes it's plays that people don't even see. I mean, that last game I pretty much won because I blocked the extra point. So some guys really, you know, disregard extra points. But man, if you can block a 1 point, it makes such a difference in a short game like Madden.
You came out on top in that one. Congratulations on that. I want to go ahead and preview our next matchup because it's going to be a great one. We got Young Kiv going up against Skimbo. You know both of them really well. You've been competing against them for a few years now. In your eyes, who has the upper hand in that matchup? Who do you think is going to take it?
Skimbo seems in history has a little upper hand, but I think Skimbo knows that like Kiv is I think Skimbo knows Kiv is the best player in the world. You know, I really do. And I think, but Skimbo always finds a way to, you know, snake, you know, just weasel his way to victories against Kiv, man. He does whatever he has to do. Kiv has pretty much walked to 2 victories so far, but and Skimbo just had a battle with problems. So Kiv's hotter today, but we'll see. I'm definitely be tuned in. I love watching these 2 guys go at it.
Big shot to this man, one of the biggest influencers and content creators in Madden football. And congratulations on picking up another win and $4,000 here. We're going to be previewing our next matchup. It's going to be Young Kiv going up against Skimbo. And boy, battle of the undefeateds, 2-0 each to see who's going to take home the tournament. We'll be right back with some more WSOE action in just a bit.